Celebrity kids who look like their parents in stunning fashion. Don't think that these are throwback photo. Welcome inside Celebrity Box Channel. They say it takes a village to raise children, so raising a famous child may take a little more than that. From their birth, the world knew their names and their appearance, making sure that fame was all they knew. Of course, having a famous father has many benefits, but these famous children never asked to be famous, they just inherited it. Growing up in the spotlight, we watch these kids go through all stages of their lives, but what is everyone like growing up? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. As famous children grow up in front of the public eye, we see their first smiles, footsteps, and sandcastles. And just like our own children, they grow up before we know it. From birth to high school graduation, watch the transformation of famous kids. These celebrity parents, like Cindy Crawford, Jennifer Garner, and Tom Hanks, all share striking similarities and features with their cute kids. Our number one in the list, Jaden Smith and Will Smith. Will Smith went from being a successful rapper to Hollywood A-lister, starring in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air before directing films like Independence Day, Men in Black, and Ollie. Smith has been married twice. His first marriage to Sherry Zampino in 1992 lasted only 3 years, but produced a son, Willard Smith Roman III, born 1992, also known as Trey. He has been married to actress Jada Pinkett Smith since 1997. The couple's son, Jaden, was born in 1998, and their daughter, Willow, was born in 2000. The simplest explanation to Jaden Smith's excellent sense of fashion can only be traced to his father, Will Smith, in his youthful days. Not just did he inherit his dad's role, playing skills and behavior. Envisaging the luxurious lifestyle, Jaden enjoys every day despite the fact that his dad had to struggle to make a name for himself is quite easy. I'm happy Will keeps showing his kids all the love in the world, because that is what being a good parent is. Can't imagine how much influence he has on his pop's credit card. Number 2 in our list. John David Washington and Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington first studied journalism at Fordham University, but later discovered his interest in theater. He made his film debut in the comedy A Carbon Copy 1981. Elsewhere 1982, 1988, he then appeared in several blockbuster films including Philadelphia, Man on Fire, The Book of Eli, American Gangster and Flight, and won Oscars for his roles in Glory and Training Day. He received an Oscar nomination for his lead role in Fences in 2016. Washington married actress Pauletta Pearson in 1983. They have 4 children. His eldest son, John David, was recruited in 2006 by the NFL's Saint. After several years of consideration, John Washington eventually decided to go into acting. Interestingly, Denzel Washington's eldest son's initial interest was to build a reputable career for himself in college football, which he almost did after securing a contract with NFL's Los Angeles Rams. Little did he know of the pressure associated with the game, and as he could not cope with the enormous pressure he kept receiving, he made a better decision this time. He's been able to feature in few blockbuster movies with his latest, The Old Man and the Gun. With the degree of fame and affluence present in both father and son, John has everything to become a standout actor. Next in our list, number 3. Rumor Willis and Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis' career began when he played Detective David Addison in the 1980s. His television hit Moonlighting. In 1988, he became a true movie star with the hit action movie Die Hard. Appearances in later hits like Pulp Fiction and The Sixth Sense, as well as his marriage to actress Demi Moore, made Willis one of the best-known actors of his generation. In 1987, Willis married actress Demi Moore. The couple, who divorced in 2000, have 3 children together. Rumor Willis, born 1988, Scout Larry Willis, born 1991, and Talia LaBelle Willis, born 1994. On March 21, 2009, Willis, who remains close with his ex-wife Demi Moore, attended her wedding to Ashton Kutcher in 2005 and shares custody of their 3 children with her. Great credit should be given to Bruce Willis with his ever mind-blowing performance in the famous Die Hard series. It should not surprise you that the veteran actor's daughter Rumor Willis enjoyed a well-embellished childhood. After ending things with Demi Moore, Rumor Willis had all the support and comfort she needed courtesy of her parents. She was featured in Willis' The Whole 9 Yards and More striptease as a child artist, and has also performed in Dancing with the Stars, a popular reality TV show. With Bruce boasting a $180 million net worth, bankruptcy is the last thing you even want to think about. Next in our list, number 4. Olive Barrymore Copeland and Drew Barrymore. Actress Drew Barrymore gained early fame as a child star. She then struggled with drug addiction and notoriety before re-emerging as a talented actress, producer, and businesswoman. Barrymore has had a series of romantic relationships since her marriage to Thomas ended in 1994. In 2000, she became engaged to eccentric Canadian comedian Tom Green from MTV's The Tom Green Show. After her relationship with Green, she dated Strokes drummer Fabrizio Morti and actor Justin Long. Barrymore married Will Copeland in June 2012. The couple had their first child, Olive Barrymore Copeland, in 2012. If by now you are yet to discern the degree of similarity between Drew Barrymore's childhood image and that of his daughter, you need to execute that task now. Drew attained a height of fame when she featured in E.T., one of the best sci-fi movies in Hollywood's record, directed by Steven Spielberg. At some point in her life, she needed to spend some time at the rehabilitation center due to substance abuse. Fortunately, upon her release, she saw no reason to return to her old ways. She eventually had time to jolly in her success in Olive Barrymore, her 5-year-old daughter, who seems to be all set to be as remarkable as her mom. Next, number 5 in our list. Sam Fox and Michael J. Fox. Actor Michael J. Fox rose to fame for his role as Alex P. Keaton on the popular sitcom Family Ties. He went on to star in the teenage adventure Back to the Future and its sequels and Teen Wolf, before returning to television in the 1990s in Spin City. In 1999, Fox announced that he was battling Parkinson's disease. He left Spin City in 2000 to start the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research and focused on family, and later became a guest on shows like Scrubs, Boston Legal, and The Good Wife. Back to the Future, without a doubt, crafted Michael the Marty McFly Nick, which made him world-renowned. Before then, his performance in the NBC show Family Ties kick-started his rise to fame. Michael had one major challenge, though: his health. He was diagnosed with long-term degenerative disorder Parkinson's disease at the age of 29. But with his investment in encompassing life insurance, Michael enjoyed the best of treatment and medication, a factor which contributed to his unshakable presence in Hollywood. With his union with Tracy Pollan resulting in 4 children, his eldest son, Sam, can be described as a cloned version of Michael. Despite the number of watchful eyes on Sam, the young individual seems to be enjoying his youth. Next, number 6. Miles Murphy and Eddie Murphy. Have you seen Coming to America or Nutty Professor? If yes, then you have met Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy started doing monologues as a teenager and later joined the cast of Saturday Night Live. At the age of 21, Murphy co-starred with Nick Nolte in 48 Hours and enjoyed more box office success with Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, The Nutty Professor, and Shrek. He continues to star in many films, including comedies, dramas, and family films. Forget about his acting prowess. Eddie was never one meant for a single woman. His first wife, Nicole, happens to be the mother of his 5 kids, while his other 2 sons are from past relationships. Eddie saw the need to appoint family lawyers in his marriages, as he hated relationship troubles and didn't taste much success in love. He is currently reported to be in a relationship with popular model Paige Butcher, with whom he has a child. Miles, his son from his marriage with Nicole, remains a constant target for paparazzi because when you see him, you see Eddie Murphy Jr. Will he be like his father? Let's wait what happens. Next in our list, number 7. Jane Carey and Jim Carrey. Comedian and actor Jim Carrey was born in Canada in 1962. Carrey moved to Los Angeles to pursue comedy, eventually landing a spot on the comedy show In Living Color. He has achieved huge box office success in comedies, including Ace Ventura, Pet Detective and The Mask, and has performed acclaimed dramatic performances on The Truman Show, Man on the Moon, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. His latest films include Kick-Ass 2 and Dumb and Dumber 2. Carrey has a daughter, Jane, from her marriage to Melissa Womer. Jane Carrey, like Jim Carrey, she's had a taste of how rough life can be. She was the result of an affair Jim had with Melissa Womer. Playing a supporting role at the moment, Jane saw no need to cling to a bad past and decided to focus on crafting a better future. And with what the world has seen of her, the top spot is hers to claim in no time. Although her dad lost quite an investment in settling divorces, he remains dedicated to supporting his daughter. Thus, trust me when I tell you Jane has every reason to reject the idea of money loans. Next in our list, number 8. Simone Alexandra Johnson and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was born into a family of professional wrestlers in 1972. An injury ended his college football career, so he entered the ring with the World Wrestling Federation. As The Rock, he fought with wrestler Steve Austin and won the WWF/WWE heavyweight title on several occasions. Johnson then built his wrestling fame into a film career. In addition, he is currently the highest paid actor in the movie industry, a function of his dexterity in diverse roles. Johnson has a daughter, Simone Alexandra, from her first marriage. He and his high L school sweetheart, Danny Garcia, tied the knot in 1997 and separated a decade later, though she continues to be their manager. The eldest daughter, Simone, is every guy's dream girl. His enviable bank account and huge investments have presented his little girl with every opportunity to pursue her dreams. Simone is really beautiful, and with a dad like Dwayne, she has the potential of becoming a star in the nearest future. Right now, she is focused on finishing college, and you can ask Dwayne for permission if you're interested in her. Our number 9 in the list. Will and Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve had his greatest feature in the 1978 evergreen superhero movie Superman, for which he bagged a BAFTA award. After suffering a series of health complications between 2002 and 2004, he died at the young age of 52. With substance abuse contributing immensely to his health status, his time at the rehab had little or no effect. At one point, he had to check in a rehab center, but that didn't help much. After starting the Christopher Reeve Paralysis Foundation in 1996, the actor merged his organization with the American Paralysis Association in 1999 to create a powerful advocate for people with disabilities. To raise awareness. William, widely regarded as Will Reeve, is the only son of the late actor and a brother to his 2 daughters. After several comparisons, we think the boy possesses all the features of his late father. Next in our list, number 10. Shiloh Jolie Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie starred in the HBO biopic Jaya before winning an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for Girl Interrupted. Jolie has gone on to become one of Hollywood's biggest names, with lead roles in films such as Wanted, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Salt, and Changeling. She later had huge international box office success with Disney's Maleficent, spawning a sequel. Jolie also directed the films In the Land of Blood and Honey, Unbroken, and By the Sea, in which she co-starred with then-husband Brad Pitt. Angelina Jolie shares a daughter, Shiloh Jolie Pitt, with ex-husband Brad Pitt. Unlike Jolie's 5 kids, only Shiloh can boast of a similar lip resemblance, although Brad dominates most of her features. With Shiloh always tagging along with her mother on almost every red carpet event, the 17 years old is no newbie to the media. Trust me when I tell you Shiloh is the one kid you expect to have as many degrees as possible, and I am quite sure her credit card plans are in place. Number 11 in our list. Suri Cruise and Katie Holmes. Tom Cruise is an American actor known for his roles in iconic films of the 1980s, 1990s, and 2000s, as well as for his high-profile marriages with actresses Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes. After developing an interest in acting in high school, he rose to fame with his starring tricks in Risky Business and Top Gun. Cruise was later recognized for his work on the hit movie Jerry Maguire and the Mission Impossible franchise. We all hoped for it together forever, for Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, but when a union hits the rock, there is little you can do. Although the bond never lasted, it gave us a lovely girl, Suri Cruise. With her parents being world-class celebrities, the level of media attention she receives outweighs that of a home flooring. She was spotted recently while attending Paris Fashion Week with her mother, and this is proof she needs no financial advisor when it comes to spending. Suri means rose in Persian tongue, and roses are known to bring good tidings. We hope she does that in any career she pursues. Number 12 in our list. Hazel Motter and Julia Roberts. Actress Julia Roberts made her screen debut in the late 1980s in the Crime Story television series. She starred in Steel Magnolias in 1998, earning an Oscar nomination for her performance. One of her most iconic roles was in Pretty Woman starring Richard Gere. Roberts ultimately won an Oscar for his lead role in Erin Brockovich. She is known to be one of the highest paid actresses and one of the highest grossing actresses in Hollywood. If Julia Roberts has one thing to be proud of, it is the fact that her daughter, Hazel Motter, is her direct replica. After featuring in a series of blockbuster movies and becoming A member of the 50s Club, Mommy Julia seems to restrict her from public influence. Nevertheless, public eyes have made the most use of the little access they had by acknowledging the striking resemblance between Julia and her daughter, who is often spotted with her mom. I am sure by now Julia pays less for moving company is because at her age she needs to be more of a mommy than a celebrity. It is left to be seen if all the grooming Hazel enjoys will place her on a path like her mother's. We hope she does better than her ma. Next to our list, number 13. Danielle Burkhead and Anna Nicole Smith. Anna Nicole Smith rose to fame as a model for Playboy magazine and Guess Jeans. The curvy blonde has appeared in a few movies as well, but her reputation as a developing party girl has led her to become a staple in celebrity magazines and tabloids. She announced that she was pregnant in the summer of 2006 and gave birth to a daughter in 2006. She named her daughter Danielle and was thrilled to be a mother to her beautiful daughter. Her ex-boyfriend, photographer Larry Burkhead, claimed to be Danielle's father. Life was not totally fair to Danielle Burkhead as she lost her mother, Anna Nicole Smith, to the cold hands of death at just 5 months old. With Daddy, Larry Burkhead left with the duty of grooming the kid into a success, so many investments have been made. Although the 17 years old already has a reality TV presence, she still has to pray like a fellow citizen in need of a business loan. Does she look like her mother? Oh yes, she does in a great way, and as a result, Larry has every reason to be happy because she has all the attributes of becoming a prominent star in the nearest future. Our number 14 in the list. Courtney Roker and Al Roker. Albert Lincoln Roker Jr. is an American meteorologist, journalist, television personality, actor, and author. He is the current weather anchor on NBC's Today Show. Famous for his level of versatility, Al Roker's success in forecasting, acting, and writing are what newbies should watch out for. Old habits, they say, die hard, and this remains the case for Al Roker, who currently works 2 jobs like someone who needs to pay back a student loan. NBC and 90 News can tell you more about the programs he anchors for. If he is happy about one thing, it is the fact that he had Courtney with Alice Bell before things went ugly. Courtney takes pride in her father's hardworking nature, which got his name on the Guinness Book of Record. With the smooth relationship she enjoys with Deborah Roberts, Al's second wife, she has complete home security. Next to our list, number 15. Actor Clark Gable initially struggled to land roles in Hollywood due to his big ears. However, after signing with MGM, he was cast alongside stars like Greta Garbo and Joan Crawford, and his popularity exploded. He reached box office gold with films like It Happened One Night and Gone with the Wind. Her last film, The Misfits, was also Marilyn Monroe's last film. Clark Gable endured a rag-to-riches story, which made the King of Hollywood a famous worldwide. Reports claimed his career started with being busboy who decided to try his luck in Tinseltown. He saw an opportunity to appear as an extra in a few silent movies in his mid-20s and took it. With his raw talent, he was spotted at an early stage by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and was gradually refined into someone who fits into playing supporting roles. After his performance in 1930s, he turned out into a leading actor. Since then, he has had every reason to smile as he kept improving on his skills. His grandson, Clark Gable Roman III, unlike his predecessors, has every form of insurance to become a great star. Next in our list, number 16. Alexandria Zara Jones and David Bowie. Rock star David Bowie's first hit was the song Space Oddity in 1969. He then co-wrote Fame with Carlos Alomar and John Lennon, which became his first #1 single in 1975. As an accomplished actor, Bowie starred in The Man Who Fell to Earth in 1976. Bowie married Somali-American model Aman in a private ceremony in Lausanne in 1992. The wedding then took place in Florence. The couple resided mainly in New York and London, and owned an apartment in Elizabeth Bay and Britannia Bay House in Sydney on Mystique Island. Alexander Zara Jones was born into the royal family of music and beauty, and his Lexi or Lex relatives and friends all lead surprising lives. Lexi was born to iconic rock star father David Bowie and stunning supermodel Aman with his own unique beauty and style. She was born in 2000, 8 years after the couple got married. Bowie married supermodel Aman in 1992. The latter claimed in an interview with People magazine that she never fell in love with David Bowie, and then said, "I fell in love with David Jones," refers to her love for the man behind David Jones. Next in our list, number 17. Asa Wayne and John Wayne. John Wayne was one of the most popular film actors of the 20th century, known for his roles in films such as True Grit and The Alamo. He received his first film lead role in The Big Trail, 1930. Together with John Ford, he got his next big break at Stagecoach, 1939. His acting career took another leap forward when he worked with director Howard Hawks in Red River, 1948. Wayne won his first Oscar in 1969 for his role in True Grit. Next in our list, number 18. Louis Bardo Bullock and Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock made her first stage appearance at the age of 5 in an opera house in Germany. She later became well known for her role in the 1994 hit Speed. Since then, she has starred in many other films and won an Oscar for Best Actress and a Golden Globe for her performance in The Blind Side 2009, based on the true story of footballer Michael Oher. In 2013, he starred alongside George Clooney in the box office hit Gravity. She was named Artist of the Year by Entertainment Weekly in 2009 and 2013. Little Louie was one of the victims of Hurricane Katrina. She lost her parents to the natural disaster and was lucky to be adopted by Sandra Bullock and Jesse James, who were still lovebirds at the time. The relationship went down and the two went their separate ways, putting Louie in a not-too-good psychological state. She is better now, and Sandra keeps constant tabs on her to see if she is ready for a degree education. Number 19. Sidney Brooks Simpson and O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson is a former football star, actor, and NFL broadcaster. Simpson was a college football superstar at USC, winning the Heisman Trophy in 1968. He went on to enjoy a record-breaking NFL career and huge popularity with his fans. Simpson and Nicole Brown married in 1985, the same year he was inducted into the Professional Football Hall of Fame, and they had 2 children together, Justin and Sydney. SNDBR Sim SN is the daughter of him and Nicole, even when she was under some heat and under the doctor's attention, and always lived a life sheltered from the sun. Today she is fully mature and has a job that provides her with a decent amount of cool stuff. She still works as a planner and is very good at it too. She is also very happy and has a good time away from the spotlight. Next, number 20. Hank Williams Roman III and Hank Williams. While most of Hank Williams' kids took after their parents' physical appearances and features, Hank William Roman III is a pretty exceptional case since he resembles a relative further back in the family tree. Instead of inheriting features from his parents, Hank Roman III is the spitting image of his grandfather, which we're sure many in their family find to be endearing. He was a great man as described by his parents and someone that has inspired many people. This is no different from Hank Williams Roman III and his current career as a musician. He is able to touch many with his music, inspiring those who are able to listen to him. Aside from being multi-talented, he is described by family to be incredibly creative and down to earth. Something that is apparent in how he handles the stardom that has been seemingly handed to him. Sure, he comes from a celebrity family, but his success is all his own and he deserves much credit for it. Our next on the list, number 21, Sophia Abraham and Farrah Abraham. Coming into the spotlight with the reality show, 16 and Pregnant, Farrah Abraham was a woman who was able to turn things around for herself despite the challenges she went through at a young age. Though getting pregnant at only 16 wasn't the most ideal, the event brought her all the motivation she needed to take matters into her own hands and change her fate. She wrote her life story and published it, which ended up becoming a bestseller and also shows a lot of potential for a possible series. Her experience just goes to show that with hard work, proper planning, and a bit of luck, we can all change the course of our lives for the better. Sure, it had been controversial for her in the beginning, but it's clear that Farrah has a good head upon her shoulders and will do what is needed to create a good life for her family. She deserves much credit for it. Our next on the list, number 22. Sophie von Haselberg and Bette Midler. After featuring in The Rose and proving herself to be an amazing singer, Bette Midler became a star over the world. She said yes to Martin von Haselberg, and the union gave us little Sophie von Haselberg. Sophie, just like her mom, is a combination of beauty and brains. To complement this, she favored attending one of the best degree-awarding institutions in the country, Yale University. A fitting place for someone who is as competent, smart, and diligent in her work, no matter what it is. Sophie is definitely an amazing young lady, and she has proven this to be true time and time again with her accomplishments. She worked a regular job, as you would expect from a new graduate, before venturing into theater and movies. With the potential she carries and the current trajectory of her career, we wouldn't be surprised if she ends up just as successful as her mother.
Thank you for watching. What do you think? Do you look like your mother or father? Let us know in the comment. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for our latest update.
Celebrity.